on the show this morning. Diemi Saka is joining us virtually this morning. Hilary Noruka, the digital lead in Nigeria Info here, is also in the studio here. Ufoma Igbamuno, the news manager at Nigeria Info, Cool FM, Wazobia, Kids FM in Port Harcourt, is joining us virtually all the way from the oil city of Port Harcourt, and Bolan Olajede is here live in the studio in Lagos here. Gentlemen, thank you for joining the show this morning. Let's move on with the conversation. By the way, Lagos, if you've got your comments, your observations, your thoughts about our conversation this morning, feel free to drop them because we're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Drop your comments right there on our live streams on Facebook and on YouTube. Let's begin this round. Let me start with Deyemi on this one here. Let's talk about economy. The president said quite a bit about economy this morning. He, number one, praised Nigeria. He said the Nigeria's economy is rebounding. He said that before now, the Commonwealth that belonged to the people were being shared by quite a few people, but now there's been a redirection of that Commonwealth to Nigerians. He talked about fuel subsidy. He talked about multiple what you call exchange rates. He talked about that the economy is stronger, and he talked about some issues that relate directly to economy. Diemi, what are your thoughts concerning the president's address of the nation's economy?
One side of the coin, while Nigerians are on the other side of the coin. And whether we like it or not, the side of the coin the president says seems brighter to him, maybe because of the ray coming from the sun, and Nigerians are seeing the other part, the darker side of the coin, maybe because of a lot of issues and what have you. That's to say that based on data, statistics, and what's obtainable, the economy is working. But based on the real life, experiences among Nigerians, the economy has not improved. But while I was in university, I studied mathematical sciences, and there are two courses: abstract algebra and real analysis. Excuse me. So the government is speaking, based on abstracts, based on what they see. Nigerians are complaining based on the reality they're faced with every day. But by and large, do we say the economy? We can see things unless we want to disagree. When they came and the volatility of the economic pronouncements of Mr. President, we saw how the exchange rate went up the roof. But now it's even coming down. That's said that maybe 2, 3, 5 months from now there could be an improvement. We should tell ourselves the truth. The country recovering is for the good of everybody. It's not for APC to brag. It's not for Mr. President to brag or to seek re-election. It makes our lives better. Imagine the normal. I don't want to give them free adverts that you're commonly used for a-hailing cab. From 2-3 million naira for used cars, that model jumped up 2003 model, right, jumped up to like 9-10 million naira for used model because of the high exchange rate. Now imagine if things calms down, to get raw materials will be cheaper, to get industrialization will move forward. And you see, it's for me, it's there. Whether we like it or not, we must accept the fact that the economy is improving. We might not even reflect the reflection of it on our personal lives or personal economy might still not be there. But for the nation or for us as a nation, it has improved and it's improving. And that's the truth. That's the reality. Whether we like it or not, we can't shy away from it.
All right. Well, what do you say to that?
A lot of us believe that by this time, the naira to the dollar would have been 2,000 naira or 3,000 naira to a dollar. But against our projections, I don't want to say even projections, but because we're relying on, in fact, when the federal government came up with the appropriation bill that later became Appropriation Act, I questioned it.
Okay.
It pegged the exchange rate at 1,400 naira to a dollar, and I was asking them how. When the price it was between, even the difference between the black market was 1,006. the bank rate was 1,550. But now the official rate is now 1,450 something. So we could even imagine that the deficit budget deficit has been halved.
All right. Thank you, Saka. Let me come to Bolao. Economy-wise, you listen to the president's speech.
Correct.
What say you?
Okay. What I will say is there are elements of recovery, and if you look closely, you can see it. But that recovery is still hanging somewhere up on the ladder. And as long as it is up there and it doesn't percolate down to the bottom rung of the ladder, we will continue to hear that same feedback. But you see, I mean, where I work, we have a research department that look at numbers, economic numbers. And one of the assignments I had given the people at that desk a few weeks ago was to take a look at the listed companies on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Why listed company? Because their own financial statement is readily available. For the private one, they don't owe you any obligation to publish financials. I said, okay, so take the profit of these companies as at June 2025. Compare it with the profit in June 2024. And what did we see? It showed a growth of about 224% in dollar terms.
In dollars?
Yeah. So you have to be careful about that, because some of the worry will be, it is a naira. No. Convert those profits as at the end of June in 2024 to dollars. Come to the end of June in 2025, take those profits, add them together, convert it to dollars at the prevailing rate as well, and compare them. What did we find? Over 200% increase or growth in profitability. Now, that is corporate profitability of listed companies. Listed companies are structured, they are big, and all of that. But it's a sign that is important for us. It's a sign of recovery that we must take note of, so that the policy makers can then begin to ask questions about how do we consolidate on what we are observing, and how do we make it to count for people down the rung of the ladder? That is where government policies and intervention comes in. Otherwise, we will continue to see those growth. So I wasn't surprised when growth numbers came out and I said, 4.7. I wasn't surprised. I knew that was going to be there. But is it an inclusive growth? Are people already feeling it the way they ought to feel it? That is where the question is. So there is no doubt about that. If you talk of exchange rate, it has been reasonably stable for more than a year. And that is also part of what is translating to the growth we are seeing in the corporate profit that we'll look at. Inflation, interestingly, is coming down. It goes beyond rebasing. It goes to the actual market situation. So what some of the analysts have done while analyzing half year 2025 was to also go into the market. When the figures have been released, go and pick item for item and compare with the prices, equivalent prices at the same time last year.
Right.
And there are obvious decline in those prices.
Before I leave you, Bolao, in essence, are you saying that the economy is better now?
The economy is recovering.
And
we must not lose sight of that, because it will help us to formulate policies that will help us take that recovery across, down the
cascade down.
Cascade it down. It must percolate. Everybody must be able to feel it. Otherwise, it stays right there. Shareholders of those companies, they get fatter dividends. People who are playing on the stock exchange, they are making money on the stock exchange. Government is making taxes. People at that level are happy. But if we're not deliberate about ensuring that those gains are consolidated and percolate down the rung of the ladder, that is where the problem will be, because the people at that lower level will continue to complain. They can't see it, they can't feel it.
Hillary, what do you think?
Just exactly what I've been saying, that the macroeconomic indices are good, fine, but the Nigerians are not feeling it. It's not inclusive enough. Like Olojo said, the government needs to come up with policies that will ensure that people feel it. And I think there are some things that the president failed to mention in his speech. For instance, I know you talked about security improving. Okay, relative to the Buhari era, maybe yes, but we still have pockets of insecurity. And if this continues, something happened recently in Kwara State. If they continue, we could see a spike in inflation again, because that means farmers will be unable to go to farms. And I was also expecting the president to talk about power.
Right.
We hadn't had an increase in power generation for a long time. We are still dangling around 4,000 megawatts, which is not enough for the majority of Nigerians. So government needs to come up with policies that will ensure that what we see, the macroeconomic indices we see growing, will get down to the common man on the streets.
We would let me take Ufoma up on. I'll come to Adeyemi in a moment. Let me take Ufoma up on, because we need to touch on a few areas of the president's speech very quickly. We don't have all the time. Ufoma, I want to take you up on the issue of security. Security is very, very, very important. In fact, security and power, those are the twin. I don't want to call them the name that is coming to my head, but if you don't get those two right, you probably will never get anything right in your administration. But let's talk on security first. The president said in his speech this morning, we are winning the war against terrorism. What's your reaction to that?
I don't think it's entirely true. While there's been, I would say, a lot more progress, we're still witnessing skirmishes in various parts. Zamfara is a good example. Sokoto is a good example. Katsina is a good example. I don't know whether to call it farmer header clashes or whatever it is in Plateau, Benue is still a good example. But to also be fair, he did mention, the fact that the IPOB and ESN issues that we had in the southeast, it has reduced drastically. Has it gone out totally? No. Are you going to always get 100% absolute no issues in security? Not possible, not even in the best countries in the world. But fair play to him, at least in the southeast, the issues that at a point in time felt like it had gotten, to a high, it has actually dropped down drastically. But kidnapping is still on the rise. It has not gone anywhere. And, for the power situation, Sheriff, let's be honest with ourselves. You're not going to be able to achieve much in 2 years. There's not much you can do in terms of power in 2 years. Could we have done better? Maybe, but I do not think 2 years is enough to actually judge, a government. If you do remember in that speech, he also called on.
Go on, Ufoma. Go on.
That's fine to disagree. But let's not forget that before the late President Buhari left office, he signed that act into law to decentralize what's it called? Power. What that means is that we should have more states investing in power. I can't sit here now and tell you for certain that the states are doing enough, to do that. Yes, I know there are issues in the industry, legal issues, industry issues, to be able to sort that out. But I don't think enough states are doing, enough. The one, I think, was it off the mic? We were talking about the, what's it called? The one in Aba.
Yes, off the mic.
Let's not forget that did not happen overnight. That was a 20-year project, So I'm not going to be too critical. While I think a lot can be done better, I'm not going to be too critical on the president in terms of power, because I think that the states also need to do better. But in terms of security, while there are some achievements that have been done, I think that the president has not done quite well in terms of, how do I put it now? In terms of reacting to situations. I thought it was a PR disaster, the way they went about the Benue issue, where it looked like he was being forced to actually go there. I thought it was a PR disaster. But we still have a lot of these skirmishes across the country. It needs to be sorted out.
Ufoma, thank you. Deyemi, you'd like to respond?
Yeah, the quick one for me about the reflection of growth in the economy, especially these corporate organizations. I probably want us to agree that whether we like it or not, it's a reflection of the increased purchasing power of Nigerians. Secondly, about
did you say increased purchasing power?
Yes, because my opinion. Because if they were not purchasing, where did those guys get higher profit from?
Oh well,
that's the basic truth.
Yeah.
It's simple mathematics.
I would argue that it's stability of the naira, not purchasing power.
Well, even if the naira is stable, if they don't buy anything with it, what will happen? Nothing. Then to the defense, because this has just been my interest since 2014, 2015, and I have a lot of things out there. And I'll say this as a matter of fact. As security improved and the war on terror has recorded huge success or successes, I would say yes. And I'll give you facts. Between 2023 till date, 18 to 21 bandit leaders have been neutralized. When I mean neutralized, out of actions and activities forever. From 2015 to 2023, not even half of a bandit leader was neutralized under a former general. Now, why do we have such crises, attacks still going on? I have a friend in Zamfara. I've been to Zamfara. During I was in Zamfara in 2022. Flew down to Sokoto. From Sokoto to Maradun, which happens to be the village of the current Minister of State of Defense, I did not see a military contingent in a zone that is meant to be militarized. I just saw 2 vigilantes cars roving and 1 police, and I didn't even see anything. It was from Maradun now to Guzo that I saw 2 detachments of police, 1 of customs and 2 of civil defense. In a state that was overrun, as on paper, by bandits. Now, I have friends in Zamfara. They will tell you that, and let's even go back track a bit. When this government came into being, there was a military operation in Kaduna that military intelligence drone had gone on a recon, identified the place as a terrorist hideout. Few hours, like 30, 40, 60 minutes to attack. It turned from a terrorist hideout to religious gathering. The reason why we're having this crisis going on in those parts is the lack of humans by the people, human intelligence. And I want to relate it to something else. When CIA operatives went for Al-Qaeda and they neutralized one Al-Qaeda, top Al-Qaeda commander, in his diary, they found names and cell numbers of 3 Saudi princes. And they went back to the Saudi royal family and told them, do you want to deal with these 3 persons or we should deal with them our own way? And what the Saudi authorities did was the 3 of them died naturally. 1 died in a car accident, 1 died on the hospital bed while having a surgery, and 1 went on a journey to the desert and died of starvation and dehydration. What am I saying? If the people of the Northwest really want the banditry to stop, they will give the government credible intel. The government will just have to do what it has to do by primary rule, have to deploy soldiers and military forces there. But the people of those communities
sorry to butt in. Do you just on what you're saying now, do you honestly do you think that Nigeria's government has the political will to end banditry? You know the information that we heard about UAE sending some lists down to Nigeria. But let's go to break. We'll be back.
News and sports after this.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development. and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Guess what, Nigeria? The Kellogg Superstar Quiz Show is back with season 4. Get ready to watch young superstars from schools across Nigeria battle it out in the ultimate contest of knowledge, speed, and fun. Catch all the excitement from 12th October on Z World, DSTV channel 166, and GoTV channel 30 every Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. sharp. It's going to be a thrilling journey of learning, laughter, and superstar moments, and you don't want to miss it.
Superstar Quiz Show.
One day now, one day. What no go rest the day. Say you still fit go on holiday. Make you know they complain. Retire in grand style. Make it worth your while. Choose a partner that will stress you out. Let's shape your future. Access ARM is working for you. Access ARM is investing for you. To live a life that you dream for you. We don't go for your head.
Let's help you shape the future you deserve. Access ARM Pensions. Future shaping.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
New Lafarge water shield cement now confirm. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. Yeah. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. Number one waterproof cement for Naija. Yeah. New Lafarge water shield cement number one. New Lafarge waterproof cement now confirm. One time. Good full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water go collect. If water jam house, Lafarge na confirm. Cement, new Lafarge water shield cement na confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
It's my dollar day. Hallelujah, it's my dollar day. Oh yeah.
Oh yes, your Naira card is now like dollars in your pocket, as you can now shop directly on stores like Amazon, eBay, Macy's, and many more in the USA, all with your Naira card. And here's the bigger news. With African Import-Export Solutions, you can now shop anywhere in the USA, completely tax-free. That means you save thousands shopping your favorite items like the latest phones, gadgets, electronics, fashion items, auto parts, and lots more. To learn how to save thousands and get your items delivered to you in just 3 to 5 business days, visit www.africanies.com or call 0700 800 7000 today. African Import-Export Solutions, making global shopping simple for Nigerians.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Party people. Jollof, gone. Pounded yam, gone. But water, unfinished bottles, abandoned like Sia wrapper. Ha!
The new 33cl Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. No waste, no wahala. And with our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
What can you do in just 2 minutes? Brush your teeth, get dressed, or warm up your food. In 2 minutes, you can also buy your motor insurance with Leadway Assurance. No queues, no stress, just 2 minutes and you are set. Visit auto.leadway.com today. Leadway Assurance, ensuring happiness since 1970.
Are you going shopping?
Yes, darling.
Can you get me a Capri Sun beach ball, please, mommy?
For sure. Wait, where do I get a Capri Sun beach ball?
There's a free beach ball inside every carton of Capri Sun, Mom.
That's right. The Capri Sun Beach Ball promo is here. There's a free beach ball inside every carton of Capri Sun. Terms and conditions apply.
Capri Sun, the taste of fun.
As we mark another client service week, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio want to thank and appreciate our reputable clients for your continuous patronage to our brands. Coca-Cola, Netflix, Nestle PLC, Tolerap, MTN, Airtel, Jameson's, Dambik IBTC, Nigerian Breweries, from Masada, Floor Mills of Nigeria, International Breweries, Friesland Campina, Guinness, Terra Group, South African Tourism, Fan Yogo, House on the Rock, Reliance HMO, Samsung, Oando, Amatem, Indra, Total Energies, Bolt, Mamador, LG, Big Bull, Salonpass, PNG, UAC, Dabur India Limited, Cadbury, PalmPay, Nivea, Jumia, BetKing, Emirate Airline, MoneyPoint, Mocha Foam, Sterling Bank, Devon King, and many more. We assure you that our outstanding and timely service delivery will always be our priority as we offer more to serve you better.
Naija, brace yourself. BB Naija Season 10 is here. And this time, there are no zeros, only 10s. 10 times the drama, 10 times the grass goes, 10 times the action. And Super Commando is turning the hit to the max with nothing but energy. That means 10 times the energy.
Ready to fire on this BB Naija season? Grab a bottle of Super Commando energy drink. It's nothing but energy. Super Commando, fire on!
Hey, Omo, see package. This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir. That's me.
Who's talking about you? I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House pack in your hand.
The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
Your voice, your station, your conversation.
Nigeria's GDP growth is not 4.2%, right? It's a lie.
What's on ground to show for it?
Computer village traders in Ikeja are skeptical about the state government's plan to remove them.
The government, on one side, they present things to be good, but on the other side, there's an hidden agenda behind it.
No visa for corrupt Nigerian official, says U.S. mission.
Abbas rejects Assembly's move to probe 6 months spending.
The INEC chairperson. So we hear the president nominates a list and who's fit for the job.
It is now. The incumbent have a better chance of winning the election.
The FRC asking that they carry more guns. How will this help the situation?
You're tuned to 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome back to the Roundtable, the special broadcast for independence here on Nigeria Info. We're broadcasting live from Etimiyang, Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. Is 10:35 going on 36 from our studios. Let me be sure that I can see well. Okay, it's 10:35 actually. I'm Sharif Quadri. You can watch live on Facebook and on YouTube. I've got Bola Olajede in the studio. Hilary is also here in the studio. Adeyemi Saka is joining us virtually. So as Ufoma Ebamuno, who joins us virtually as well. Adeyemi, before the break, we were talking about insecurity or security, if you like. And I remember asking you whether you are sure that there's been political will from successive government to end insecurity in Nigeria.
Well, I probably want to say this, and I'll say this on record, and I've said it everywhere. I was a strong critic of former President Goodluck Jonathan, especially when it comes to insecurity or security, how you want to say it. But with benefits of hindsight and comparing notes and what have you, the 6 weeks extension before the 2015 general elections, those mercenaries pinged all those insurgents, criminal elements to Sambisa Forest. Until one guy that saw them as their misguided brothers came, revoked the contracts, and that is why we are battling with increased Fulani, killer Fulani headers in the north central and bandits or banditry in northwest. It's when you say farmers headers clash, it is a disservice to Nigerians. It is criminal, it is inhumane. It's not farmers headers clash because somebody is not coming, we are not fighting with cutlass, or both sides are not equally harmed. There was a time I was moving from Isolu going to Abuja, and by the time before you get to Kaba, I just saw some herders. They just stopped to move their flock across the road, now going to the bush as if you are going towards Okpila to get to Bini. What do you think they're going to trample on? They're going to trample on people's farmlands. They get to people's farmlands and they cut down the maize and everything to feed their flocks. That's not farmers, and you see them. And another thing we should look at is this. If somebody is moving with an investment of 200 million naira, what's the security? It's not insured. So whether we like it or not, there's a militia arm that secures their property and investment. And that's the truth.
No, I'm more even concerned about, because I needed to quickly touch on this question that I asked. Has there been political will? Has the government or have successive governments been intentional in terms of fighting or stamping out insecurity in Nigeria?
Yeah, I will say it. I think Jonathan did not wake up until they realized he was losing the election. They now got the political will. But from day one of this administration, they've demonstrated the political will that they want to take this head on. The only missing or the weak link in this security architecture in Nigeria, by my own opinion and assessment, is Malam Nuhu Ribadu, the NSA. Period.
Why? Why do you say so?
Because I believe he's not fit and is not good enough to. As a police officer, he was a fantastic police officer. I can't take anything from his credentials. I can't doubt it. But as NSA, for me, Adeyemi Saka, my full name Adeyemi Olabiola Ahmed Saka, is an incompetent NSA. Get a better NSA that has intelligence background that might not be.
What do you see? What informed that opinion? I need to move from you now
to. He has not been working on intel. The pronouncement from his office of the National Security Advisor has not been inspiring. They have not been preemptive. They have not been proactive. I can cite instances. Attack happens in Nigeria. We are not giving warnings. They are not terror alert warnings anyway. This guy doesn't know what it takes to be a national security advisor. I've never been to Langley. The closest I got was having an incomplete admission with Henry Putman, into whatever counterterrorism studies. But whenever there's a terrorist attack, there should be, because it's not a secret society. We are not running a secret society. There should be terror alert warnings issued to the public to tell us what to look out for and what to do. Have you seen any of such from the NSA's office? The DSS gave an intel that there was going to be an attack in Benue. Did he act on it? Not, he did not. Look, Kogi is in the mess. When Kogi, the likes of Isonlu Egbe, were having those crises, any right-thinking NSA will know that the state that will go down is Kwara and Ekiti. Ekiti through Ponyon. That will take you to, that might spread to Ikole and what have you. Kwara because of Ekiti local government in Kwara and those villages, Ajashi and what have you, Ilofa. And it's actually happening now right now because once Isolu Egbe is being attacked, the next border community to it is Ekiti, Ilofa. And it takes you to Kaba or whatever that takes you to Jege in Kogi, that leads you to Ponyon, that takes you to Ekiti, Irele, Ijowa. That bus that takes you to Ayedu, Ikole, Esu. These are so any right thinking.
How does this finally with you on this security matter? How does this reflect on the president, his employer?
Well, I think if the president loves himself and really wants to score 100 of 100 in security, he should probably just relieve the NSA. That's the bitter truth. And it's more political, he's more of a politician than NSA. You've seen him in photo ops. His name is being dropped in Adama political contest in 2027. For NSA, that should be very busy. I don't have anything personal against
him. Nothing personal. You just feel that
I'm this concerned because I'll tell you, I've lost friends on the front lines.
Demi, let me
all branches of military and paramilitary.
Let me allow you to take some water now. I'll come back to you much later on. Security is a big issue. It's one topic that we can continue from here till evening, and we'll still be on it. What's your thought about what the president said? How do you see our security improvement, achievement, or retrogression, if you like?
I think we won in some things and we lost in others. For example, there is no parade in Abuja today. I don't think it's because of the rain. Most likely is a security information. Most likely. Otherwise, why is the sudden cancellation of the parade that is supposed to hold? I don't think we have attacked the problem because it's a multifaceted problem, actually. One very big a part of terrorism is financing. So UAE jailed some people, including Nigerians, for terrorism.
Yeah.
How did they find them? They were following the money, and they saw the money. And the report then said that this country provided information to Nigeria as well to say, look, this is what we have done. These are some of the names and names and names. The question will be, could it be that there were certain actions that were taken but were not made public? Why should it not be made public?
Good question.
Because people want to know. They want to see what has been done. They want to see actions of government as far as terrorism is concerned. I cannot remember that I read any report that showed that we actually followed up with the tips that were provided by the UAE government. For as long as we cannot cut off the financing of terrorism will continue to thrive. As simple as that. Some dimensions, of the insecurity, maybe like the farmer header problem. Farmer header problem also has a huge economic side to it. If you don't deal with the economic side of that problem, we may not be able to make significant. We will not be able to kill that problem, as it were.
And tribal sentiments.
The economy is so huge. How many cows do you think we have in Nigeria? What is the value? How much taxes do they pay anyway? So when they say, we all understand that, we need to do ranching. Ranching will not happen. I can write it down anywhere. Unless there is a specific economic analysis of that ranching and there is an intervention to make it happen. Otherwise, nobody will ranch. And I can give you a few reasons why nobody will ranch. Now, you have herders who can graze their cows freely on people's farm, free food. If you have to ranch, you must acquire the land.
That's right.
When you acquire the land, that is some money, right? You have to now provide your food.
Not small land, by the way.
You provide food, you provide water. Then government will notice you that, there's a guy doing business there. So the tax guys will also show up at your doorstep. So when you look at the cost item that goes into having to do a ranch, nobody will ranch because I can still get my profit and get food freely, and I don't have to buy land, I don't have to buy water, I don't have to provide food. Why should I ranch? The economy does not add up, and because of that, it will not happen. It was even worse under the former administration because the president then did not still believe, as at the last month when he was still living, he still believed that it is okay to move cow via the grazing route from Sokoto to Lagos. So definitely he wasn't going to be able to do anything about that. So the socio-cultural side of that thing has to be addressed. Then the economy is more important. Without dealing with finance, without dealing with economy, some of these problems we will not see the end of it for a long time to come.
Hillary.
Shirley, to buttress what you said.
Please hold on. Let me speak with Hillary first. I'll come back to you to buttress. Hillary, quickly.
On security, well, my sentiment exactly that I don't think the government is doing enough. Yeah, there have been improvements, of course, but we still see pockets of security, which points to a lapse in intelligence. Now, I don't know how qualified Nuribadu is or not for the NSA job. I'm not any security expert to speak on that. But I also think that the government, the National Orientation Agency itself, needs to be up and doing, needs to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
Because these herders that move, it's a cultural thing for them. So apart from the economic angle, it will be tough for them to choose to sit in a place. So there has to be some, a rethink on that culture, right? And the National Orientation Agency needs to do something, do a lot of work to ensure that they truly ranch, whether they like it or not, because it affects the whole of the country.
Right.
I saw a video recently. I've not checked how recent it is, but I saw it just yesterday about dozens of bandits coming for a peace meeting in motorcycles, and people were cheering them. I mean, in the open. Where do they get those motorcycles? How do they fuel them? So they have supplies. Why can't we have intelligence that track these things? Track how they buy the vehicles they use. How do the arms they use get to them in the bushes? How do they fuel their vehicles and the rest? So I think there's a problem with our intelligence gathering.
And before you even leave that thought, I was going to circle back and talk to DME about the issue of banditry, which has now moved a bit from the northwest now into the north central, crippling into the southwest as I mean it's crippling into the south. If it's in Kwara now, you can be sure that it's crippling into the southwest. And in some parts of the north, the governors are defending the need to negotiate with these people. What are your thoughts on that? I'll come to you, but on this issue as well. But Demi, talk to me about this negotiating with bandits. I stopped calling them bandits I think about 2 years ago or so. I call them terrorists, really. But if that's the official name that they call them, for the sake of we are on the radio, so I'm going to go with bandits. But what's your thought on that, negotiating with them?
Just for PR for the last administration, it was a de-escalation of it by calling them bandits. They are terrorists, and you're right, they are terrorists. When this man, Dauda Lawal, made a statement saying he knows the location of the bandits and water, it shows you how complicit most of these lawland leaders are. That is concealment. I think that he has run foul of Section 13 of the National Anti-Terror Act of 2016 as amended by 2022. Moving forward, it just shows that if the people want the banditry to end in their region, those intel they have, share with the government. Stop letting us send our boys to slaughter slab. In Zamfara today, some young girls would prefer to go into the bush or the forest to go offer themselves, not even as girlfriends, as prostitutes to these guys, come out and spend the money. So it is a culture. The people are enabling it. So what can the government do in such instances?
This is going to be tough.
When you talked about,
this is going to be tough. It's really tough.
Then secondly, you talked about the cultural part of the Farmers Elders Clash. If you have your time, you could dig up an article of mine that said Matawale pay more than lip service to Ruga. In Maradun, there was lack of funding for this project. He had completed the project like 70%. I was there. I was on ground. It created, a scenario that looks like a Fulani settlement. The houses were built like that. There had been storage tanks from whatever. There's been grazing area. There's been whatever for the cattle to drink from and what have you. And the federal government that started the initiative did not even support him with one kobo. The Ruga project is still there in Maradun. It has not even been utilized by the present governor. The schools were built. Hospitals were there. Each had 2-3 bedroom apartments, and each building, and there was surveillance camera installed with a command center in government house in Guzo. If that had been done in Zamfara, if that had been
I think network is holding DME up. While we wait for DME to return, and before I go to the studio, David has some. DME, please hold your thought. The network swept you off the air, but I will come to you in a moment. Let me quickly take some information that we have for our listener.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is officially 65. Can you believe it? 65 years of freedom, progress, and possibility. And Airtel is making celebration even bigger with something a little extra for you. Something special. And you heard me right. Special was the word I used. Because when Airtel says they love Nigeria, well, it's not just talk. It is in fact a situation of talk nadu. That is why on this Independence Day, every single data bundle that you buy will come with a whopping 20% more data. Absolutely free on top. Absolutely on Airtel. Now think about it. With that extra 20% on top, you can finally binge on those shows you've been looking to do on Netflix, do them back to back while at it. And of course, you can stream the hottest matches alive from wherever you do the depths of the internet and never miss a single moment. There's a lot of football going on right now. You get to surprise your loved ones with crystal clear video calls this Independence Day, laughing, sharing, and vibing with them as they celebrate Nigeria at 65. That's the joy Airtel has been, talking about, bringing to you more freedom, more connection, more possibilities to live this Independence Day to the fullest. They promised, over the past 2 days, there has been a promise, and here it is. So here's the deal. Don't dull. Make sure you buy an Airtel data bundle today and unlock that sweet 20% extra on top. And please, don't keep this update to yourself. Tell everybody who can tell everybody. Tell your friend, tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies. Tell them all. Let everybody enjoy this Independence Day bonus together, because freedom feels better when shared with everyone.
Thank you, David. Let me now come back to you to wrap up in about 60, 70 seconds because of the break. Quickly. Oh, DME himself is not even here. David, I'm going to come back to you now before the break, but you have to be very fast about it.
Definitely. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have some information coming at you from the stables of QS. Yes, University Fair. That is what I'm here to talk about. And for those who don't know, you can seek your education abroad through QS's Apply Education Fair, which is holding on Wednesday, the 1st of October, 2025, at the Lagos Continental Hotel, Victoria Island, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Meet top universities from the U.S., Europe, the UAE, Canada, and Australia. Learn how to apply for instant admission, scholarships, tuition discounts, student loans, all that beautiful stuff. And of course, you also get to know about your visa and post-study work opportunities. To register, send Lagos to 090-2531-3927. That is 090-2531-3927. Or you could go and register directly by yourself at the event happening on... okay.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Okay, sandwich, fruits, and water. The new 33cl Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Handy size for my little ones. No more half-finished bottles coming back home. The new 33cl bottle. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. And thanks to our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Omo, you dey find where you fit bet sharply and cash out anytime.
iLotBet dey here. Come iLotBet. Football.
E dey.
Withdrawal.
Na sharp.
Odds wey dey burst brain. 100 million casino jackpot.
E choke.
Omo, your life fit change with iLotBet o. Bonus boku when you sign up. And iLotBet iBot AI dey to help you for predictions matter 247.
No dull o.
Sharply download the iLotBet app now or visit www.ilotbet.com. If you snooze, you lose. I play, I win. iLotBet. For 18 years and above, play responsibly.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. I know they waste time to wash. I thought my clothes have the best, so why go less? You can't wash a lot with a little Viva. Use Viva. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Use Viva. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever.
Viva detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
New Lafarge water shield cement now confirm. #1 waterproof cement for Niger. Yeah. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. #1 waterproof cement for Niger. Yeah. New Lafarge water shield cement #1. New Lafarge waterproof cement now confirm. One time. Put full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge water shield cement, water go collect. If water jam house, or the shit. Lafarge, na confirm. Cement, new Lafarge water shield cement, na confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. It go rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe. Pocari Sweat, give me some more. Pocari Sweat.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! 99.3 Nigeria Info, your #1 station for talk. Let's talk.
Meet the
hot takes.
What are the feelings of people knowing that Fubara is set to return as governor of Rivers State?
We have crisis before, we have actions during, and definitely there will be some actions after.
Regulation of food prices, I think that some miracle is supposed to happen, and our magician is the president.
The farmers that you are giving directives to say you want to crash the food price, that not only farmers.
You know, some of these monies that we've continuously been taxed.
Take seriously, or they were just brought in by devil to come and make us suffer. From
State government
to more talk and more voices.
I thought to myself, where is the renewed hope?
This president is one of the best that have happened to Nigeria.
APC opposition list expectations for next INEC chair.
Let's reform for the good of Nigeria.
INEC shortlists 14 associations for political party registration.
This is the first time you see that legislature is defending the executive.
Negotiating with terrorists, and they're telling us what they want.
I don't know how else to describe it. Nigeria is not normal. I want Nigerians to be prepared. The 2027 election is going to be an election that has been different from any other election we've experienced in Nigeria.
The conversation starts here. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. It's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock.
The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The headlines on Nigeria Info. Nigeria marks 65th independence anniversary today. President Bola Tinubu says Nigeria's worst days are over as reforms begin to yield results. The president also praises the military, says communities are safer and displaced persons are returning home. President Tinubu urges citizens to be productive, self-reliant and united as Nigeria enters a new chapter. Senate President Godswill Akpabio says the country is firmly on track under the renewed hope agenda. The Rule of Law and Accountability Center warns that independence must deliver more than just ceremonies. The Nigerian Railway Corporation resumes Abuja-Kaduna train services today after August derailment. In Lagos, a new immunization campaign kicks off while the city prepares to host Africa's first electric power boat racing championship. And President Tinubu condemns the killing of Arise News anchor Somtochukwu Maduagu in Abuja, calling for justice. On the foreign scene, the United States government shuts down after lawmakers fail to pass a funding bill. And from the Middle East, Qatar reacts to President Trump's Gaza peace plan as Israeli strikes continue. In sports news, Victor Osimhen becomes first Nigerian to hit double figures in the UEFA Champions League. We have details of these stories in our subsequent bulletins. I am Sheriff Quadri. It's back to our special broadcast today, the Roundtable, to mark the Nigeria's 65th anniversary. Good morning to you, Lagos. Welcome back to the Roundtable, the Independence Anniversary Edition. Let me also have you know that the Roundtable, the Independence Anniversary Edition, will continue. We will wrap up this segment by 12, and Joyce Oyemwa will step in with her guest that will take you through from 12 to 2:30, when Desmond Majakodumi will be here for his show, also commemorating the 65th anniversary as well, Environment Report. When it's done at 3, Marianne Okon would continue with the Roundtable Anniversary Edition. That Independence Anniversary Edition would continue with Marianne on Hard Facts all the way to 6 p.m. So it's a full day, it's a loaded package for you, listener today on Independence. I still have my guests on the show this morning, and they've been doing wonderfully amazing stuff on the topics that we've treated so far. But then I also have David, who's got a bit of some information for you.
Yeah, I definitely do have information for you. This announcement is for those who are seeking education abroad, and the QS Apply Education Fair is holding on Wednesday, the 1st of October, today, that is 2025, at the Lagos Continental Hotel, Victoria Island, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So you can still catch it. Now you get to meet top universities from the United States, Europe, the UAE, Canada, and Australia. Learn how to apply for instant admission, scholarships, tuition, discounts, student loans, visa, and post-study work applications. To register, send Lagos to 090-2531-3927. That is 090-2531-3927. Or you could register in person at the event that is happening as we speak at Lagos Continental Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The event is free. Make sure you remember that QS Apply is your gateway to study abroad. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Golden Penny is 65, just as Nigeria is 65. Now, the celebration is absolutely golden, and Golden Penny is going to make sure. Buy Golden Penny noodles, pasta, or the 500 gram to 1 kilogram Semovita promo packs. Find the code inside the pack, and of course, send that code on WhatsApp. Send that code to a number on WhatsApp to win instant airtime. Gather 10 packs of those Golden Penny noodles, 3 packs of the Golden Penny pasta, or 3 packs of the 500 gram and 1 kg 1 kg Golden Penny Semovita pack. Drop them at any of the redemption centers which we would list out for you to get a raffle ticket and stand a chance to win cash prizes, home appliances, a kitchen makeover, a whole kitchen makeover, or even a brand new car in every new week. 4 billion naira in prizes to be given away, and winners will be announced every week. This promo has been on since well into last month, being September. Start buying now and join the winners. Now, like I said before, make sure you are getting 10 packs of the Golden Penny noodles, 3 packs of the Golden Penny pasta, or 3 packs of the 500 gram or 1 kg Golden Penny Semovitas packs. And of course, you take them to a redemption center, gather those, and make sure you start praying, because there is 4 billion naira in prizes to be won.
Thank you, David. Lagos, Nigeria. Let's continue with our broadcast for today. You can join us virtually. In fact, I'm going to speak with Dayemi very quickly, and then Bolao as well. Before we now go to the telephone lines, let's go hear from Lagos. Today, we haven't heard from Lagos in the 10 o'clock hour. We didn't hear from Lagos at all. So we'll try and do that. Dayemi, I'm sorry, the network kind of threw you out earlier. I'm sure that you're... let me not say I'm sure. I think you're back now. Please say something, just to be sure that you're back. Okay, he's back. Do you remember your train of thought? Can you continue from there? And yeah.
Yes, as I was saying, the Ruga was abandoned. Nothing has happened. And when these guys keep saying they have the location of these bandits and everything, they are guilty of concealment. Is it section 16 or 13 of the Terrorism Act? Bottom line is, if they want it to end, they should give government naturally, by statutory responsibility, we keep sending troops out. But don't let us keep sending our boys to their death. It's not good.
All right.
If they want this thing to end, all this info, you see, look, people are bashing the federal government for the negotiation with bandits and pickstocks holding here and there. It's bad because of the bad optics, or it's bad, it's not good for the nation. But it's not the federal government. These guys knows where these guys are. Give us the location. I will call.
Who are these guys that know? Who are they? The governors?
But I mean the locals.
The locals. Okay.
The local politicians.
Okay.
The Kankara boys are adopted. So a former local government chair is in jail for that adoption. There's complicity on the guys. They see it as fact. A part of them see that you're killing their brothers. President Buhari came out and said they are misguided brothers, and that man later ended up becoming the president. So what do you expect? In Southeast, when they started, I told them, you're going to make your land desolate. You're not fighting. You are killing your brothers.
Hmm.
And when a lot of people start coming up with narratives, they don't like the Southeast. They've gone after them in Southeast while they are negotiating with them. I'll just keep laughing. You guys, they have just saved your region from destruction. You can still attract business. You can still quickly rebuild your society. You don't have a lot of damaged people like they have in the North. But people will see things from the optics or the lens of politics.
I need to go and take some calls now, but before I do that, Bolan, I need to chime in on this security or insecurity problem once and for all before we go and talk to the people. Banditry. Have we handled this well in terms of, like I said, these things are crippling down now from the northeast to the northwest to the north central. Now it will cripple to the southwest.
Continues to go the way it is going. We've seen Niger, we've seen Kwara, we've seen Kogi, and Ekiti borders Kwara. So we know what exactly will likely follow. From that buffer, which used to be the north central, it will go all the way to the south. That is the reality. This is also not lost on the minders of security issues. So the NSA, the president, I want to believe that they are on top of this.
Are they?
I
mean, you want to believe it, but for what you see, are they?
From what I have seen, I think they are being reactive.
Okay.
So we need to get them. We need to impress it upon them that our expectation is that they will be more proactive about this matter, because the gains that we are talking about today could be reversed in an instant if all those insecurity things are allowed to expand again. We knew what this has done before. We knew what it is capable of doing, and if we don't curb it, it would destroy totally whatever gains.
What do you think about Nuhu Ribadu as the NSA?
I am
because
not,
before you answer that, I've heard what the DME said about him, not just from him alone. I've heard it from people as well.
Okay.
Well, how do you see this? What do you think about him?
We have had so many of them NSAs. Jonathan has his own. I think this problem started in Yaradua regime with the Boko Haram. And we've seen several NSAs since that time. When can you declare that this problem was actually solved under any of those NSAs? Does it mean that there are, I think the problem is more embracing than an NSA.
One person.
I think it's more. That is my opinion about it. If it was just about NSA, then maybe the NSA of Jonathan should have stopped it now. Or maybe it will be the NSAs that served under Buhari. But none has been able to dealt a significant blow on this one. I think, maybe GEJ towards this exit period made a lot of impact. PMB in its early years as well, when it just resumed, there was improvement. But after a couple of years, in fact, things got worse. It moved from northeast to northwest. The entire northwest was overwhelmed.
Even his home state.
Even his own home state has been in problem for donkey period.
His convoy was attacked.
Yeah. His own convoy was attacked at some point. So I don't think we are being strategic enough. Maybe it is sabotage. I don't know. Or it could also be a mix, a cocktail of several things all together. But, and because I'm a finance person, I'm always looking at the economics of things as well.
Yeah.
Are politicians using money from these crimes to finance elections? Some of the kidnapping that we have seen, the 200 students have been kidnapped, a ransom has been, people know all these people. We are discussing with the criminals every time. So we know them. So the question is, if we know all these people, there was a governor that was saying we know them, right? Recently. And we've also seen people sitting down and having a discussion. We've seen all of that. So there is not enough political will, in my opinion, to deal with this matter. I work in the telecoms.
Okay.
Let me close with this.
Okay.
And the very first day I resumed, my boss told me about how when you make a call, it latches onto the nearest tower. And the guy who is sitting at the back end knows the radius within which you are making that call. And I ask myself, negotiations on kidnappers, everything is done on phone, which means that the telco can tell you exactly within which radius that guy that is making the call is. Still, the thing continued. We're not doing any. We're not seeing it. Prosecution, arrest. Who are the people financing terrorism? Nothing. So there is absolutely nothing in the air that shows the political will to deal with the issues of insecurity. When we are ready, like the Chinese will say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Just a quick 90 seconds to just do something. A lot of Nigerians are fixated on prosecution, trial, and what have you. In war on terror, you don't see those things. You just see neutralization. People just disappear. Issues just fizzle out. That is part of the trade craft. So if you're expecting them to bring somebody in chains to court, it will never happen. Not even in the best of countries that has that liberty.
UAE prosecuted and jailed and made it public.
No, UAE prosecuted Nigerians, but the Saudi instance I gave you did not prosecute those three princes.
Sure.
They were neutralized.
Sure.
When it comes to things like that, you because sometimes it's back end even of the counter of the even the back end, because there are snipers that have assets within the organizations that must be protected. That is that. Now, in 90 seconds, let me provide solutions.
You mean you have not started in 90 seconds since?
No. Now the 90 seconds, now to the issue now.
Oh, yeah.
One, to solve this crisis, you have to decentralize the counterterrorism units. Each state must have its own command. There must be an alpha team, which is an assault team, and there must be a B team, which is an intel team. The assault team should have at least 2 attack helicopters for support, close-air support for medical evac and for engagement. You need geolocations, whatever, to boost your e-links, your electronic intelligence, your electronic countermeasures, and electronic countermeasures. With these, you don't need to wait for a central command to give you an instruction to engage. You don't need to wait for the Air Force to go to Abuja to get the signal for the air base in Makurdi to launch. You have this team on ground dedicated solely for neutralization of terrorist activities. By the time you have that central command, and please, I don't want people from mobile police on that force. Those guys lack extreme firepower discipline. You can collaborate with countries like for quick training, South Korea. You might not want to like Israel, or maybe South Korea, Brazil, Belgium, Netherlands, because even South Africa. And even go to as far as Egypt for to know how these people reason, their code, and by the time you come with the training, this crash training of 6 to 8 weeks, you have a CTU on ground. And you need to use more of drones that can even attack, because you have to reduce the combative and the non-combative collateral damages.
That's right. I totally completely agree with you, Deyemi. You've said it. You've said so much. I completely. No, you don't have time again. You don't have time again. You don't have time. Hillary, what's your thought on this? Before I go to the telephone lines, the security, insecurity. I completely agree with Deyemi that. Fighting terrorism, counterterrorism operations have gone beyond putting boots on the ground. Sometimes, especially in our own terrain, where these people hide in the forest, in the bushes. This is where drones are more effective. This is where technology. We should employ the use of technology. It's not cheap, yes, but then if we're serious about our country, we would put resources down. That same resources that we're using to build Lagos Calabar Expressway, we can use it. We can put these monies, where it should be.
You also build
there's so much that we still can do in this space. But my question to you, Hillary, is this: if we're talking about timeline for a serious government to turn things around, security or insecurity wise, what are you seeing? What do you think can be done? We may not be able to eradicate it completely, but do you see this coming to an end next year before election?
Before election, the
reason I asked this question. The reason I asked this question,
yes,
because the guests on this show have said that Jonathan, I think it was Deyemi that said it. Jonathan,
I was going to come to that.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Because I was going to come to that.
Go
I was
on.
going to find out how long did it take Jonathan? I mean, Jonathan was trying to be political, right?
Yeah.
He was trying to please different parts of the country and didn't face this head on until he knew he was going to leave office.
Yeah.
And in that short time, with the
6
help of
weeks.
mercenaries,
In just 6 weeks.
6 weeks, a lot was
It was
achieved.
like a magic.
A lot was achieved. So I think we need help. Let's get the help from where we need it. He mentioned Israel. If it's from Israel, let's get help from Israel. And I think give it 1 year.
All this can be controlled in just 1 year.
That's what I think. If the government of Jonathan and here Jerika as chief of army staff, right, was able to do that in a short time before Buhari came to office, I think with a real political will, let's give it a year, because this has taken a long time. This and Boko Haram insurgency started at about 2010-ish or 2008. Yeah. So it's been on for a long time, which means in that time, a lot of locals have been radicalized.
That's right.
Right. So there'll be collateral damage, obviously, but let's face it head on. It's better we face it head on than leave it to linger on.
Indeed. Lagos, let's come to you now. Let's hear from you before I go to my guest again. Let's hear from Lagos 0201 277 0993. That is 0201 277 0993. Female only line is 0201 465 7190. That is 0201 465 7190 on the show. You've got 60 seconds to share your thought with us. Please bear with us with that time. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. This is Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Yes, please.
Morning to every one of you in the studio. I want to thank, is it DME, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see all
Yes,
the
sir.
solutions, see all the look and corners he mentioned about this country. The so-called leaders, how come they never listen to this type of man? Is it the one that Bola said? I said it as well. We need help. They said, no, Nigeria is, what do they call it? Nigeria is sovereign nation, that we don't need help. Is it true, Mr. Quadri?
Not true.
Is it true that we don't need help?
Not
I
true.
hear Hillary now that even if it's Israel, let's call for help. Is it true that because we are a sovereign nation, we don't need help, Chief Quadri?
Not true at all. Countries do get help. They work together. That's why they sign bilateral, multilateral, to trade, to exchange, to do all of those things. So yeah, we do need help, and we should get help. If we agree that we need help, then we should get help. Good morning to you. Please turn off your radio.
Good morning.
Yes, please. Good morning to you.
Good morning. I guess yes. I don't think we need to go that far.
Okay.
We know these people. The forests or bushes where they hide, are there no owners of such areas? Are they not aware? The names given to Nigerian government as per the sponsors, what has been done to them? Nothing. The Nigerian government is not serious. No matter where the solution is profiled from, they won't use it. So they just forget and pray. That's my stand.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
To your guest as well. Happy Independence Day, Nigeria.
Happy Independence.
Having it in mind that lives lost owing to insurgency can never be brought back, my question to your guest this morning would be, what role does intelligence gathering play in insecurity issues? A couple of times I've heard bad intel, good intel. How did the Western world stem and nip in bud their own security issues, almost eradicating it? Have you seen our armies and the way they are cladded, Mr. Sheriff? Who takes defunct or moribund weapons to the war front to confront sophisticated RPGs and weaponry? See, until we stop treating insurgency in these crimes with Kiev gloves, we will never get out of it. We'll keep going round in circles. Those benefiting from it have to be intentional, committed, and speak against it with their full chest. Else, it's not yet to rule for Nigerians.
Thank you.
Good morning once again, and happy Independence.
Morning to you too. Demi, please hold on your thought because I'm almost due for a break here. But I would like for you to speak to that Intel conversation. But I'd love for you to speak to the conversation on funding the military that the last caller also said. I would like for you to speak to that. But Lagos, we need to head out now. Let's take this quick break. When we return, we'll talk some more with my guest. Bola Olajide is here, Mr. Kai is here, and Hilary Noruka is also here with us on this special edition of the Roundtable, the anniversary edition. Stay with us here, please.
Listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Are you a parent? Would you like your child to have his or education in Lagos on full time, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.? Or are you a working adult and want to have your BSc, MSc, or PhD at Oduduwa University on weekends in Lagos? Admission is on now at Oduduwa University, 213 Egbeda Idimu Road, Idimu, Lagos. Telephone 080 56 56 56 56 or 080 58 55 55 58. Oduduwa University. Yes, one of the 10 best universities in Nigeria. Part-time and weekend program also available for matured adults and working class. Oduduwa University program, a role accredited by the National Universities Commission. Oduduwa University, 213 Egbeda Idimu Road, a university with a class.
Guess what, Nigeria? The Kellogg Superstar Quiz Show is back with season 4. Get ready to watch young superstars from schools across Nigeria battle it out in the ultimate contest of knowledge, speed, and fun. Catch all the excitement from 12th October on Z-World, DSTV channel 166, and GoTV channel 30 every Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. sharp. It's going to be a thrilling journey of learning, laughter, and superstar moments, and you don't want to miss it.
Superstar Quiz Show! Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up? That's it with kids, so.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Keystone Mega Milli Giveaway. Yeah. Cash is calling. Keep on winning. Oh, keep on winning. More, win more. Ooh, yeah. Millions waiting.
From now to December 31st, 2025, you could be one of the 565 lucky winners in the Keystone Mega Milli Giveaway. Simply carry out 10 transactions or more on any Keystone Bag channel for weekly cash wins, or save 10,000 naira or more for a month to qualify for the mega draw where millionaires are made. No account yet? Download the Key mobile app from your app store and open one today for your share of millions. T's and C's apply. Keystone Bank. We grow together.
It's my dollar day. Hallelujah, it's my dollar day. Oh yeah.
Oh yes, your Naira card is now like dollars in your pockets, as you can now shop directly on stores like Amazon, eBay, Macy's, and many more in the USA, all with your Naira card. And here's the bigger news. With African Import-Export Solutions, you can now shop anywhere in the USA, completely tax-free. That means you save thousands shopping your favorite items like the latest phones, gadgets, electronics, fashion items, auto parts, and lots more. To learn how to save thousands and get your items delivered to you in just 3 to 5 business days, visit www.africanies.com or call 0700 800 7000 today. African Import-Export Solutions, making global shopping simple for Nigerians.
Oh. keeps me bright and fresh. When I bata look at you, I wouldn't wink. Viva Murphy English. It's all this aqua hidden net in your belly. Viva, chiri, viva. Maswaka, Toro, Renu, viva. Viva, oh, viva. Viva, some viva. Opuliche, viva. Opero, viva, titila. Viva, oh, viva. Viva, some viva. Opuliche, viva. Opero, viva, titila. Viva, oh, viva. Viva, some viva. Opuliche, viva. I love my Viva forever.
Viva Plus detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
Africa is all connected. With Turkish Airlines FlyFest, fly to Europe, to America, and to Istanbul at special prices. Book your ticket until December 15th for flights between September 15th and December 15th. For details, please visit turkishairlines.com. Turkish Airlines.
Mommy, Golden Penny is giving away 4 billion Naira prizes for the 65th anniversary. Just buy Golden Penny noodles, pasta, or semovita. Check inside pack for code. Send code on WhatsApp and win airtime instantly. With 10 packs of Golden Penny noodles, 3 pasta, or 3 500 grams, or 1 kilogram semovita, you can join the raffle and start a chance to win cash prizes, kitchen makeovers, and even a car.
Promo starts from September 22nd, 2025. For more information, visit www.goldenpennypromo.com.
No be say you dey shop for Jumia because you need something. Na to make your body feel cool join. Sometimes, joy fit be new school bag or gift wey you send give person. Make them know say you dey for them.
From all the things where you need every day, go reach that thing where you don't need Tete. Jumia get all of them with better prices. With shaking money, you fit shop gadgets, fashion items, and other ogbonge things. Dem fit deliver am sharp for your domot. Or you fit pick am for Jumia pickup station wey dey near you. Download the Jumia app. Jumia, joy don land.
New Lafarge Water Shield Cement now confirm. #1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. Yeah. Ogbonge cement for waterlogged areas. #1 waterproof cement for Nigeria. Yeah. New Lafarge Water Shield Cement #1. New Lafarge waterproof cement now confirm. One time. Put full stop for water wahala. With Lafarge Water Shield Cement, water go collect. If water jam house, Lafarge na confirm. Cement, new Lafarge Water Shield Cement na confirm.
Put full stop for water wahala.
Hey, Omo, see package. This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir, that's me. I full.
Who's talking about you? I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House Pack in your hand.
The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House Pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Party people, jollof gone, pounded yam gone, but water, unfinished bottles abandoned like Sierra Pa.
The new 33cl Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. No waste, no wahala. And with our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
As we mark another client service week, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio want to thank and appreciate our reputable clients for your continuous patronage to our brands.
Merit 24/7 Media, Havas Communication, Gitan Communication, Masscom Media, Primus and Advertor, QVT Media, TWA Concepts, Asher Tribe Media, Fail Blanche, Momentum Media, DCO Concepts, SBM Communications, Dynamic Minds Consult, Rich and Gift, Peacock Media, Scouts Media, Brand Eye, Fuel Communication, Noah's Ark, SBI Media, Adrian Homes and Properties, Intercity Media, Base One Consulting, All Net Media, New Page Consulting, Weatherhead Advertising, Co-Creators Hub, Simply Black, Gate Media, Lens Africa, Pen Edge Media, Renco Multi Solution, Ornico Media, Alexia Media Solution, Max Edge Marketing, and many more. We assure you that our outstanding and timely service delivery will always be our priority as we offer more to serve you better.
My back, yo, my body, my shoulder, with Salon Pass. When the back is on the pain, you with Salon Pass. When the body on the trouble, you
Salon Pass Pain Relief Patch provides effective relief for stubborn pain such as back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, and leg pain. Salon Pass is distributed by Drugstock and available in pharmacies and stores near you. Try Salon Pass today. Salon Pass, just patch it. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please consult your doctor.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Attention secondary schools in Lagos. It's back, bigger and bolder than ever. It's season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Tournament. This November, the battle for the ultimate bragging rights begins. Do you have what it takes to face the brightest young minds in Lagos? Can your school rise, debate, and claim the crown? If so, listen up. This is your chance. Registration is currently ongoing and it will close on September 30th. Don't miss it. And remember, registration is school-based. So gather your team and secure your spot. So don't forget, registration closes September 30th for the I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Tournament happening this November. So if you think you have the brains and the power of persuasion, make your school proud and join. Here's how to register. Step 1, visit nigeriainfo.fm. Step 2, click on the I Beg to Differ banner. Step 3, fill in the form and boom, you're in. Let's repeat the steps one more time. Step 1, go to nigeriainfo.fm. Step 2, click on the I Beg to Differ banner. Step 3, fill in the form and boom, you're in. You got it? Good. This is not just a debate. It's the Tournament of Champions. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions. See you there.
Your voice, your station, your conversation.
Nigeria's GDP growth is not 4.2%, right? It's a lie. What is on ground to show for it?
Computer Village traders in Ikeja are skeptical about the state government's plan to remove them.
The government, on one side, they present things to be good, but on the other side, there's a hidden agenda behind it.
No visa for corrupt Nigerian official, says U.S. mission.
IBAS rejects Assembly's move to probe 6 months spending.
The INEC chairperson. So we hear the president nominates a list and who's fit for the job.
It is now the incumbent have a better chance of winning the election.
The FRC asking that they carry more guns. How will this help the situation?
You're tuned to 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back, Lagos, to our special broadcast, the Roundtable Independence Day Anniversary Edition. I'm Sheriff Quadri. My guests are still here, but David is also here.
Nigeria is 65, and I know a lot of you have been looking forward for the past 2 days to what this thing is that you were promised a couple of days ago. 65 years of freedom, progress, possibility, and Airtel is looking to add to that by making the celebration bigger. Airtel has asked me to tell you that they are not just talking. They were not just talking 2 days ago. They were not just talking yesterday. They are serious. Today, being Independence Day, every single data bundle that you purchase will come with a whopping 20% on top. Absolutely free. Absolutely on Airtel. Now think about it. That 20% would afford you just 20% more chance to binge. You get 20% more chance to call your loved ones and shout to them about how it's a public holiday for you because you don't want to celebrate Independence Day. I don't know why everybody does that. But of course, you can rap with them. Now, you can also share videos, share laughs, and all those things that make you excited because data is life. That's what Airtel is all about, and that's the joy of Airtel, giving you more freedom, more connection, more possibilities to live this Independence Day to the fullest. So here's the deal today. Do not be slow. Make sure you buy an Airtel data bundle and unlock that sweet 20% extra on top. And please don't keep this update to yourself. Tell your friend to tell their friends, who will tell their friends, who know anything about telling friends to tell their friends, who will tell their neighbors to tell their friends and their enemies. Let everyone enjoy this Independence Day bonus together because freedom feels better when everyone is connected.
Thank you. Dave, are you done?
I do still have some more information from QS Apply. Yes, QS Apply wants everyone who is seeking education abroad to know that today, being Wednesday, the 1st of October 2025, at the Lagos Continental Hotel, Victoria Island, something is happening. You are going to be able to meet top universities from the US, Europe, the UAE, Canada, and Australia. You are going to be learning how to apply for your instant admission, how to apply for those scholarships, how to get tuition discounts, how to get student loans. You are going to get to know the visa requirements and post-study work opportunities available in whatever country you're choosing to go to. Register and send Lagos, LAGOS, to 090 2531 3927. That is 090 2531 3927. Or register in person at the event that is happening as we speak. I started at 11 a.m. Today being the 1st of October 2025. It's happening at the Lagos Continental Hotel, Victoria Island, Ikeja. Type that location into your map and find out where it is in Victoria Island. It's happening right now, and note that the event is free. QS Apply, your gateway to study abroad.
All right, thank you so much for your thought. Lagos, welcome. We are on a home stretch right now because we need to touch on, we still have a couple areas that we need to touch on. So Deyemi and Bolan and Hillary, we're going to move on from the security situation right now completely. Let's talk power because we also still need to talk oil and gas. Let's talk power. Let's talk electricity. Conveniently, the president left out that in his speech. I don't know if I did not hear him or he did not say it. Hillary, let me start with you. We were here together and we heard the speech together. Power. Did the president address it?
I did not hear him talk about power. He did not talk power. And I think that's something, according to the World Bank, if we double our power production in this country, we can increase the industrial output by as much as 20 to 30%. Okay. And this will create jobs, boost our GDP, basically give us a great country. There is nobody in this country who wouldn't be more productive with an increase in power supply. And I think it's a disservice to Nigerians that the government skipped that completely. No updates on what's happening on the Siemens deal that former President Buhari signed, and nothing on what the government is doing. Because when you look across the country, power supply hasn't exactly been excellent. We generate about 12,000 megawatts of electricity, but because of poor infrastructure, our transmission we transmit less than 5,000, at most 5,000 megawatts.
At most, yeah.
Yes, which means we are actually wasting about 7,000 megawatts. And Nigeria still pays for those 7,000 because even though they're controlled by by the private sector, there's a deal, I think, according to what was signed by former President Goodluck Jonathan, that we pay for them. And guess what? We owe those generation companies about 4 trillion.
4 trillion, that's right.
Right. So we are wasting this, we owe them, and we aren't even using what you have the capacity to produce. So I think the president should have mentioned that. I think we can do a lot when in the immediate term we increase our ability to transmit power.
Well, there was a deregulation in that sector now. Why we know they get 24 hours now?
It's a very problematic sector. The cement contract that Hillary spoke about a very important part. In fact, the early part of that contract is optimization across the chain. So you have generating, transmitting, and distribution. The capacity is not the same. The infrastructure is horrible at infrastructure, at the transmission. It is also seriously defective or deficient at the distribution level. So it doesn't matter that generation has stepped up to maybe 12,000 megawatt. As long as it is 2,000 that gets to the ultimate consumer, what's the point? The first stage should be to ensure that 12,000 that we're able to generate, we will generate it and we can get 95% of it across ultimately to the consumers. So if we do that, you can imagine what is possible if the power for domestic consumption today should go from, or available for domestic consumption should go from what it is to 3-4 times of what is possible. In fact, it will not just be about individual consumers now. SMEs will be able to get power to power their businesses. And this has economic implications as activities are revved up at that level. They are big employers of people. They can employ more.
That's right.
And we can begin to transform this economy. But I think the president probably did not say much about power, did not say anything about power, because there's not much to be said about power.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I'm going to stay with you. And I want to stay with you in the area of the deregulation. Why are states still dragging their foot on
you see, as far as state governments are concerned, in the days when everything was on the exclusive list, they were happy to pass the buck and say, you see, we cannot do this, we cannot do that, because to do power is in the hand of the federal government. Now that it's in their own hands too, that the law says you can invest in transmission, you can do any part that you want to invest in, you can do it. We're not seeing anybody lifting their finger to do anything. On the private sector side, there is still a significant problem with the numbers. So we are unable to align the right pricing. And as far as the private sector is concerned, the numbers must add up. If it doesn't add up, we will not see enough private sector participation. On the generation side, I think it was Larry that mentioned the fact that there were contracts that ensured that they were going to be paid, even when nobody is taking the power that is being generated. So that is some sort of comfort. So you see private sector participation in that place, because somebody has guaranteed that I will pay you. Unless there are similar things, which by in itself is gross inefficiency, because what we're doing is paying for, or at least owing an obligation for what has not been consumed. So we will not see enough private sector participation until the numbers add up, and it will take a bit. It's part of the economic recovery, because you can imagine when dollar went from maybe 500 to 1,000 something, 1,500, 600, and then we decide to implement the tariff implication on power. Nobody will be able to put on even a bulb.
That's right.
That's the reality.
That's what it means. Yeah.
So we need a lot more planning and execution and citizens education. Abba, a friend of mine went to Abba, and he said maybe it was the area where he stayed in Abba, that the power did not blink. It was there. But when you also check tariff at Abba, you see it up there.
Yeah.
So the question is, does it mean that if we're able to pay, we
We'll
can get
have
power? And once we're able to solve that problem, aligning the cost with, the investment, we will be able to cut private investment. But there are arguments about which one comes first. Is it the chicken or the egg? Should the power be put on the table first and then people will pay? Or should people pay and then they use it to provide more power to
Let
us?
me add the third one. Should government subsidize power?
At the initial stage, yes. And that is what we have had for donkey years.
For a very long time, yes.
So we now need to be able to effectively transit to it. Even in that transition, which is why you see different pricing for different categories of customers.
That's
to
right.
ensure that the people with the capacity to pay more, so that it is those people that are, in a way, subsidizing the people that have the less capacity to pay. But all from the consumers, and if we take things away from government subsidies.
As we custom, let's take our last set of calls on the program this morning, Lagos. I'm going to head to the telephone lines now and take a few more of your calls. Let me jump on this. Please turn off your radio if you're calling us, and I'll take some messages on WhatsApp as well. WhatsApp and our live stream on YouTube and Facebook. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Shirley, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, you have Mr. Mba.
Can you get a quiet place and call me back, please? Get a quiet place and call me back. And you, if you're calling me as well, please go to a quiet place and call me. Good afternoon to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sherry.
Good morning, yes.
Yes, I want to thank Nigeria Info so far. You've already done a good job. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
My take is on, I want to talk more about this economy and this president for today. Hello, am I online?
Yes, you're live.
See, what I want to say is this: the president gets it all wrong. Nigerians have been complaining all this while. Cost of toothpaste, cost of as far as to soap to bath have gone up. I expect him today at least to remove duty, to remove duty on manufacture of this raw materials for manufacturing, so that the price of our minerals that are selling 700, 600 can crash down to 300 naira for the common man. But he did not do anything. All this money is going to federation account, and he's complaining that the governors they are not doing their job, and you are putting more money taxing Nigerians. I think he's the one today now. The president has become the most unpopular president in the history of this country because of hunger to the common man and for the common people. So for your economy that you're talking, I'm an engineer, so I want to respect his own view. But I want him to know that Nigerians want to see concrete things in the market in reality. When you go there, you buy something you used to buy for 700, crash it, you will be happy. Not to be telling people, say, the economy is growing. Economists, I respect them. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, Madam Lucky. Thanks for calling. Appreciate your time. Okay, let me take this call right here. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Brother Kekere. Happy Independence.
You too.
This is Godwin calling from Lakwe.
Welcome.
Your analysts, both economic and security, they've done too much. And I think it's unfortunate that the specialists or professionals, the government does not value them. The life of late Rotimi Sankore and Captain Brave that have been running in our great station, Nigeria Info. You could see that we don't have people running this government with fear of God and sincerity in their heart, apart from their personal benefits, economic benefits and whatever. The more that is happening in insecurity, especially from the northern part of the country, like one of your analysts said, except the northerners, the elite, they are sincere about it. There shall be no way over there because they are romancing, deceiving, and doing whatever without giving open door for government authority, the security authority, to come in a full force. And that happened to be my own area. Insincerity on the part of the rulers, insincerity in the part of the elders in the northern part.
Thank you.
They are responsible for prolonging security in that place. Except the government are serious, there shall be no way. God bless Nigeria. Happy Independence once again. Godwin from Lakwe.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate your time. Okay, gentlemen, we have to go now. We must prepare to leave now. Well, your parting words for Nigeria and Nigerians. 65 years.
Okay, I love this country, maybe because I don't have any other. The blessings, the key blessing that God has given us has remained there. The potential has remained huge. But we must unlock that potential to take this country to that place where it ought to be. And I hope that even the current government will be able to lay the foundations for these things. It's doing some things right, but there's room for a whole lot more. And I hope you can see it. Happy Independence Day.
Hillary.
I want Nigerians to keep on being hopeful. We're one of the most resilient people on this planet, but our major problem lies in not being cohesive enough. We are divided on the lines of tribe, religion, and the rest. So let's bring that personal resilience and together to build a country while holding our leaders accountable.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate 2 hours. I mean, that's great. Thank you so much. Hillary from 7 a.m. Thank you so much for being here. Many thanks to Kofi Patels, Ufoma Egbamono, and Mr. Saka, Emi Saka, for joining us virtually as well. Thank you. Thanks to everybody that listened to the show online, on air, on the radio. We thank you so much for being a part of our broadcast. But the broadcast is not over. We've got the news for you at the top of the hour, 12. And when we are done with the news, Joyce Oyemwa continues. She gets the baton and continues on the journey of today's special broadcast, the Roundtable broadcast for today, the Independence Anniversary edition of the Roundtable. She continues and then hands over the baton to Mariana Cohn at 3 p.m. When she now comes to 6 on the Roundtable, the special broadcast. Many thanks to David as well, who came in to do his stuff and also contribute to off-air conversations. David, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you. All right, then. I'm Sheriff Quadri, Lagos. Stay here with us. We are not done yet with our conversation. There will be more interaction. There will be more engagement in a subsequent special broadcast Roundtable. Do have a fantastic anniversary. Bye for now.